Hey friend, Toby here and Layla. We're actually on the couch right now doing some work.
Eating yogurt.
Baby B's beside us, just back from a run, which is awesome, getting our asses in shape again. Good shape. We're shooting this video on storytelling. Now, before I jump into it, last night we did the second session inside of the Freedom by Design interactive workshops. What is that? Basically, Layla and I each week for free for you and anybody you want to invite are on Monday at 1 p.m. putting out a topic. For example, the first week that we did it, we were doing it on scarcity marketing, and the second week we were doing it on storytelling and story marketing. So each week you can come and learn a brand new strategy, tip, method, way of thinking, life-changing, idea or initiative for free. Why are we doing it? Because we want to just stockpile all of the info that we've learned, all the knowledge that we've taken in over the years, and just give it away and attract and help develop some awesome new leadership. So that's the Freedom by Designs. There'll be a link for you to come and check out last night's, and then there'll also be a link for you to opt in so you can stay up to date, join the Facebook group, and get inside all that little community that's going on. So you're looking at this image right now that says the hero's journey. Over the past 18 months or so, we've quietly in the background made around $720,000 completely part-time, completely passive by telling stories. Now guys, this is let me put in an income disclosure right here. I'm not saying that you can just sign up with us and empower and money will just fall straight into your lap. Absolutely not. But what I am saying is this actually gives us the opportunity, the genuine, fair opportunity to make that walk away money while using tactics like this. So by using storytelling, we've been able to do that results and bigger and better just by passively telling stories. How do we do it? Well, it's all based around this model right here, the hero's journey. And I have to give credit where credit is due. Our good friend, business partner, and just incredible all-around dude, Dagan Smith, out of DC, when he taught us and gave us this book, the hero's journey. I think it was actually the writer's journey. And then you go through and they basically break down how a good nail-biting, gripping movie or story or book is written. Because there's some key things, no matter if you're watching The Gridiron Gang, no matter if you're watching Saving Private Ryan?
Lord of the Rings.
No matter if you're watching Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, it's the same style, the same key things that happen inside of the story, and you can use those exact same things inside of your marketing, whether you're talking about, so for a comparison, rather than the main character be Frodo, who's heading to Mordor, not Waldorf salad, heading to Mordor, your main character could be blogging. So you just basically, your main character is blogging, so all these different things that you're doing would be tailored towards blogging.
Or Cassidy, who's your brand new team member, who's an up-and-coming rock star.
Or Cassidy, your brand new team member, who's an up-and-coming rock star. Sorry, baby B needs a little bit of Nunny's attention. Okay, baby. So, the first part of a movie or a book or a story, what do? Well, it's in Act 1 where we set the basis, basically. We set the foundation of what's to come. We show what they call the known world. So this is like the underdog who has a crappy job, who's working the 9 to 5 and hates it, but dreams one day of being this superstar heavyweight boxer. But right now he's just living in the slums, and maybe he had an opportunity and he doesn't want to do it, which would be the refusal of the call. Basically, where he has this opportunity, but he doesn't know if he can do it. You're basically in this act, you're setting the foundation to show the difference between Act 1 and Act 2. You're setting the grounds setting a baseline of whatever that baseline is, how mundane the underdog's life is, or how troubled they are, or the basis of what blogging is. And inside Act 1, this is where you're going to be introducing obviously your main character. This is where you're going to be introducing any other characters, and obviously sometimes you introduce a character in Act 2 and Act 3, but we'll get to that in a second. But this is where you start. This is where in the Karate Kid he finds his mentor. Right, this is where he finds Mr. Miyagi in Act 1, and then moving into Act 2, what do? They're crossing the threshold of accepting the challenge of he's actually going to compete in that big competition. He's going to fight, and then through Act 2, the transformation, him or her or blogging or whatever your story is, going from where they were at to where they want to be. But there's challenges, there's ups and downs. There's them almost reaching their goal and being knocked back, and almost reaching their goal and being knocked back, and having setbacks here and nearly not making it. Moving through Act 2 into the center of the unknown. This is where the story really starts to reach its peak. Crazy things are happening. So how could you relate this to blogging? Well, in the beginning of your story about blogging, you could be talking about the things that you were doing in your life before you were making passive residual income from home by blogging. So you could talk about you were driving in your car every day, the people that you saw every day, the things that you hated, the things that you didn't want to be doing, yada, yada, yada. You could be talking about all these different things. Moving into Act 2, how you were struggling, you were doing testing, you were blogging, nothing was happening, you thought you'd never make it, da-da-da-da-da. The big ordeal that you may thought you were going to quit, you were going to give up on yourself and give up on all your dreams, and just when you were about to give up, you thought, no, I'm going to break through, and then that's when you started to make passive residual income blogging, and that brings us to this section, into the reward section. So what you've basically done in this, in the formula, is you set the basis, the foundation of what life is like, or what it's like using this, or what it was like using this strategy before you have it. Moving into Act 2, all the trials and tribulations and struggles, and is it really going to work? I don't know. All this up in the air, the unknown. Then the big ordeal, the actual climax, like you think you're going to get there. Are we going to get there? Oh no, we don't get there. And then we break through, we get the reward, whatever it is. With this, we'll be talking about earning passive residual income from blogging from home. And then rounding up your story, you talk about how good things are. They call it the road back, right? Returning to the normal place. Just think of Lord of the Rings, when they go on their crazy journey, and after they've done their whole journey, on their way back, what do? They have a big celebration and whatnot. So you're taking this roller coaster ride of starting low, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, and then finishing on a high and resolving all of the open loops that you've put throughout your story. Incredibly powerful. When you use this hero's journey, when you use this formula, no matter what it is you're talking about, blogging, weight loss, coffee, no matter what product or business you're selling, but you can, whatever story it is you're telling about someone that lost weight, someone that made money, someone that doesn't have to do this job anymore, someone that retired their parents, yada, yada, yada. When you're using these stories, just think about these principles when you're writing them, and you'll notice people will you'll open your emails more, they'll read more of your emails, they'll click on your stuff, they'll be more engaged to act, and evidently you're going to get more people in your business, more signups equals more money on your part, well, hopefully. All because you've started to put these key components in when you're writing a story and when you're doing your marketing. So I know this was extremely powerful. If you want to check out what we got going on, click the link somewhere on this page, and you'll be able to come and check out. Actually, I'll just put the link to the private Facebook group in the description. If you don't know what the Empower Network is, I'll put that link in the description too, so you can check out what we got going on inside Empower also. Take action, guys. Take care. We'll see you soon.